I know it's been a while, I've not been doing my reviews, but we're back. Another review with me, Kevin Grant, on whiskey. Let's talk whiskey. Let's get into this one. Apologies for the start of the video, it decided not to focus on me, but it does focus throughout. Stick with it. Alright, I trust it's a good one. So this week, what I've chosen is something I was gifted from parting my old job. It's something I don't really know too much about. It's a little bit special, and I still think I open all my whiskey, so why not? This is a Highland Queen Majesty Islay single malt Scotch whisky. 23 years old at 40%, and everything's individually numbered. I've not opened this yet, but I really do love the presentation of it. It's a beautiful box, nice wee latch on the side. Let's get the whiskey out. That's what we're here for. So it's all individually numbered as well. Really nice presentation from it all. So this was, I'm sure it was distilled in 1989. Yep, distilled in 1989 and bottled in 2013. So this has still had a lot of time in the bottle, and it's not been released. So it might be a tight neck pour. I'm really not too sure how this is going to come out. But this is bottle 291 of 2,400 bottles. So quite early in bottling aspects of things. The colour is slightly dark. I've not checked to see if it's unchill filtered. I don't think it will be at 40% ABV. There might be colouring in there, but let's have a look. I can't see any E11 numbers on it. I think we should just get it open. 23-year-old whiskey, bottled in 2013, so it's had a lot of life in here, hasn't it? I've not done a bottle opening for a while, I don't think, as well. But I'm glad to be back. I'll try and keep everything coming to you, don't you worry. So, first impressions, like the bottle and everything, quite standard, what you would expect. Traditional whiskey style bottle. But let's get it open, see if we can get a good pop. I'm going to wet the cork a wee bit here because if it's been sitting upright for 7 years, there is potential this cork might not want to come out, and that's not going to be fun. So we'll just lift it straight up. It's good. It's quite light on the nose straight away. Don't want to get that in there. So I've chosen my grappa glass. I think a little bit of special glass for a special dram. So let's get this in here. There we go. So Islay single malt. So Highland Queen is primarily known for being a blend. I think in the 80s and things, it was huge. It was the biggest selling blend out there, or one of worldwide, and they changed it and put all their time and effort into the single malt side of things, and it just declined. I think it was 2008, the blended sales just went down, single malt sales went down, so they started bringing things back to life. So this is something I haven't really seen. I have heard of Highland Queen, but not to the degree of single malt. So Islay single malt, the story that I've seen, I had a quick look, it's rumoured to be peated Bunnahabhain. Again, I could not find any clarification. So something I've never tried before, something I don't know too much about. Although one of the main things I did see was it's got a lot to do with Tullibardine. I think a lot of the blending came from Tullibardine through the time. But let's have a wee nose of it, see what we can get. It's nice and light in colour. It's very light, it's 40% ABV, so the alcohol isn't jumping out the glass here. I do get that nice fruity, it's kind of sort of syrupy, you know, like a peach syrup or pineapple syrup to it. I'm not getting much peat. There is a light smoke there isn't anything hitting me through, especially when you see that word Islay. You expect a punch of peat or smoke just to fly out there and just take your attention, but I've not got that. Syrupy, golden syrup maybe, light. Let's have a wee dram. Slange everyone, hope you're having a good weekend. There's a peat. It's light, it's quite watery. It is a very easy sipping dram. it's quite frustrating. The flavour goes away because it did grab me in straight away. I was like, wow, that's got a lot going on, and it just disappears. That's that low ABV just been watered down to the legal requirement of 40%. But that's fine. You know, this has been distilled to, I wonder what the ABV was prior to this being brought down. It would have been good to maybe see it at cask strength, but I don't know even, I think the price point's like 160 for it, having a quick look there. But again, as it was gifted to me, it's something, I do open everything. Everything that I've got has to be opened. It's what whiskey's for drinking. I enjoy it, I enjoy sharing it with friends, I enjoy trying new things, and this is something I've never tried. One of the older ones in the collection as well. But bottled in 2013. This is crazy. This has sat in this bottle for 7 years. So this is one that I expect maybe going through the bottle to open up more, get a bit more confident with me, because it can be quite shy at first if something's been sitting there for so long. I probably should have opened it earlier, let it breathe, just give it a little bit of air time, because you think the air that's been put in this when this cork's on from 2013, and then I've just opened it and it's just been released into the air and it's trying to figure its way around. So it's nice. It's not punching me to say, whoa, this is amazing stuff for 23-year-old. I just think the ABV lets it down. But it's fruity, syrupy, bit of peat there but not on the nose. Wee bit of tang to it, it's more citrus. The makeup of it, I'm not too sure. Colour wise, I would say it's got to be a full bourbon. Bourbon maturation, I don't even know if it says on there, it's quite hard to see in the light. Aged in oak casks is all I've got. Oak casks. See if there's anything on here. So there's some of the taste notes. It's got notes of smoke, stewed apple, fruity, cereal, and in the mouth. Gentle peat combines beautifully with sweetness to give us a perfectly balanced single malt. The results we leave with confidence to your judgment. So I was getting more syrupy fruits and things from it, soft peat, which could lead to everyone saying from reviews and things that it is rumoured to be Bunnahabhain. I can see that. Lightly peated, it's not aggressive. Everyone else on Islay, you would suspect higher peat. You know, Cleela's used for blending, they sell a lot of their casks. Lagavulin sell a lot of their casks. Bruichladdich sell a lot of their casks as well. It could be one of those three, but I would stick with the Bunnahabhain crowd. I think this is Bunna for what it is. It's got that kind of old, it's got a wee bit, that old, there's a thing called old bottle effect, which I can get sometimes when it's been sitting there for, I do get that. It's just missing a bit of life. And I do think when I come back to this, it will open up to me. I think I'll get more flavours from it. I do think it'll grasp a bit of time. Maybe after this I'll pour another one and just leave it sitting for a while. Just let it breathe and forget about it. I've got dinner on just now, so once that's made, pour this, leave it there, and I'll come back to it later. But I'll try another wee sip. Just can't get past that syrup smell. I just wish it had more ABV. I really do. There is something there. There is just that wee ignite of it wants to do something, but it's just like a really old car. You just turn it on, it wants to go. You know there's something there. It used to be something really good, but it's just missing the spark. And the spark for me in this one is ABV. That's all it's missing. It's light, it's easy drinking, it's simple, it does what it wants to do. I would call this my start of the night whiskey. Wee simple whiskey. So let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried any Highland Queen stuff, if you've tried any of their blends, if you've tried any of their single malts, even if you've tried this. I don't know if many people have. And what you think about it. I think it's good. It's not jaw-droppingly good, it's just good whiskey. It is the way I put it. Love the presentation of everything, solid box, good labelling on there. Again, it says exactly what it is. I like when it's got a bold number on it, so you're drawn straight to that when people like to know about age and where it's from. But just Highland Queen, Majesty, single malt, Islay. And that's you. No more information bar the age. So it doesn't tell me about the non-chill filter. It doesn't tell me about anything else. There's nothing on the back of it. There's no quotes on the inside of the box. So it just leaves you thinking, leaves you in disarray. that's even a word, I think it is. Don't know if it works in that sentence, but it felt right. But yeah, enjoyed it. It's good. I'm going to have to do a bit more research on it to find out exactly more, but the main things to take from it, a lot to do with Tullibardine. They were a huge selling blend back in the day, and they produced some good single malts as well. I think the oldest they've got in their books is 52 years old. I think a 52-year-old, it might be a blend, but I just seen the number 52 kicking around when I was doing a little bit of research earlier on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back as I always do, going to enjoy it for something that I've never tried. I'm going to sit in the living room, try and break it down a little bit, see if I can find anything different, and relax. I know I've missed a couple of weeks. What I might try and do is put something else out. 2 videos next week. I've got a wee idea that I might put out there as well. What I'll do is I'll put it on Instagram and people can just say if you think it'll be a good idea. If you won't, I'll obviously leave it in here as well. So what I'm thinking about doing is maybe, I've seen a lot of guys on YouTube do it. So it's 4 or 5 whiskies and you're choosing what do you bring out at a special occasion, what's your starter whiskey of a night, your desert island whiskey, and something along those lines. So I might try and do a wee snapshot of what I've got in my collection and what I would say are those, and I'll build up I'll categorise it for everyone. But I'm going to go back, enjoy another relaxed night, and I will put another one out next week, okay? I promise. I know I've missed a couple of weeks, but the new job and everything, it's been full on, so I felt like tonight was a good night to sit back and relax. It's my first drab in a week or so as well, so thanks again for tuning in. I've been Kevin from Kevin Grant on Whiskey, and join me again next week and let's talk whiskey. Slàinte, folks.